Every so often you may find yourself having to hold a meeting at work, and it could be for a number of reasons. It could be that your boss has asked you to hold the meeting. Maybe you've got some new processes you need to tell the team members about, or it could be just that you've got some ideas you want to share around the team and obviously get some ideas back from them. Either way, holding a meeting can be pretty daunting, especially if there's a lot of people attending. So I just want to go over a few key points to help you prepare for that work meeting and hopefully help you to perform to your best really. And the first thing is research and preparation. Just like when you're preparing for a job interview, it's absolutely vital that you put in as much research and preparation before the meeting as possible, because obviously it'll help you to look organised on the day. So some things to do there are obviously come up with a meeting plan and agenda, really narrow down what topics you want to discuss, obviously to keep everyone on course during the meeting. Jot down bullet points of key points that you need to raise, and maybe think about any research material you want to bring in. So it might be word-based handouts, or it could be a PowerPoint presentation or something like that to advance the meeting. Okay, next up, you really want to get organised. Obviously, there's no point in holding a meeting if nobody attends. So just ensure you give your colleagues plenty of notice and email around everybody that you want to attend. Consider as well putting them on like an Outlook calendar or something like that so that it pops up on the day and they don't forget to attend. Now, meeting location is really important, and it does depend where you work. Most companies and offices will have dedicated meeting rooms, but generally you do want to choose somewhere that's nice and quiet, so obviously you can all be organised and get the points done. And also you try and pick somewhere that's not too distracting, so somewhere with lots of windows, for example, would be quite distracting, so try and keep it quite neutral. Meeting time is really important as well. If you do it right at the start of the day, it doesn't give people much time to prepare, and if you do it right at the end of the day, people will probably be looking at their watches wanting to go home. So try and pick somewhere around lunchtime, maybe before or after, to optimise your meeting time. Conversation is obviously crucial in a meeting, so when you get in there, it's very important, if you're the one holding the meeting, that you start the conversations off. So just ensure that you take a notepad and pen in, that you bring up every point that you wanted raised, and that you ensure that everybody gets involved. Try and encourage everybody to have a bit of idea sharing and everybody have a voice really. And lastly, you need to obviously take meeting minutes. So whether that's you yourself taking notes, or maybe you've got a colleague doing it for you, you need somebody in the meeting that's got a notepad and pen. They're going to jot down all the key points that are raised, and more importantly, the action bullet points that come from it and who's going to action that. That's really good to look back on and obviously see what you've discussed. And after the meeting, you should email those meeting minutes through to everybody who was there, because then it's a great way of everybody keeping on track with what they have to do, and obviously you can look back and monitor your progress as you go along.